Good morning, traders. Welcome back to our channel, and we are back with Bitcoin on a daily time frame and a weekly time frame as well. Now, straight to the point. After this crazy week, which resulted in like 35% of market movement on a Bitcoin, we see finally some sort of weakness near this zone, currently 34k and below. So we had this fake push. Okay, it's not a fake push, but still push based on a fake news and basically full of enthusiasm, leading to completely being overbought market and approaching also this major resistance line on a weekly time frame, which we will be taking a look soon. Now, one thing straight here, look the bunch of EMAs, middle line of BB indicator, and also the second moving average being so far from the market price. I think it's like 20% or something. Yes, 21% of market price being far away from all the indicators. Now, this kind of movement usually tells us that there's a high likelihood of price being retested at least to the last resistance line, which was this yellow line here, which is currently working as a support line. Now, what we want to see here is pretty clear, a retest to this zone here. Now, on a weekly time frame, however, we see that weekly has been also teasing this resistance line, almost breaking it, but came completely down, and market price is currently just a little below this resistance line. Now, what we see in the next 3-4 days, there might be another attempt to break out from this zone here and potentially securing the weekly candle above this line. But again, purely on enthusiasm of traders, there is no way that we will secure the zone, and we don't see any further bullish movement to happen here anytime soon, at least not before we touch this yellow line here. So the game plan is pretty simple. We might see what's like 8% of market movement to happen to lower zones. Again, we are highly overbought. Even the BB indicator is exploded on a weekly time frame, which is very rare to happen. Like the last time anything similar happened was 2022 June 13th. So basically an year and a half has been passed since then. Now, let's take a look on a weekly time frames indicators of BB and RSI, and straight what we see is how massively overbought the BB indicator is. Now, usually when the BB indicator is overbought, it stops near 1.08% and goes straight down, but this time it's exploded completely, which highly indicates that it will as sharply go down as well. Now the RSI is basically same, but with a small twitch. So you see how this yellow line has been left alone, and the purple line just sharply took off towards the overbought zone. Now let's take a small peek. It's not over this line, but still we are considering it to be overbought. Every time this kind of movement happen, like here or like even here, it pushed away, and also here it always retested back to this zone here as well, retested and even broke, retested and broke. So with this huge gap here, we see a high likelihood of price to move to lower zones on the RSI. So in combination of RSI, BB indicator, our knowledge of the history, and so many FUD and FOMO happening currently, we see a very likelihood of price reaching at least to 32k. Now that being said, this is very quick overview of the Bitcoin as of now, 26th of October. And as you all know, while this bullish movement happened, there was like $400 million of liquidations happening all over the platforms. Now the same thing can happen when we move to lower zones, meaning we might liquidate majority of longs, as there are very many people who have been longing and feeling FOMO. So I hope you liked this video, and see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.